Hi.
Hello, everybody.
This is a film waffle.
My name's Darren.
and I'm
And we have seen Graham. We've seen a film called Incredibles 2.
Incredibles 2.
Not The Incredibles 2.
See, the first one was called The Incredibles.
Well, it's a different film,
because it's
isn't
The
it?
Incredibles. It's
Yeah.
the family of The Incredibles.
Yeah, it's the first film, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Finding
the second
Nemo
one
was
is
called
called
Finding Nemo. The second one's called Finding
Incredibles.
Dory. It changed things.
I know, but
I would say dropping the in Incredibles and Incredibles 2 is less of a title change than changing Nemo to Dory.
I mean, yes, you're not wrong, but
So, what's your
I think
problem?
I know, but it's like The Incredibles. It's the brand, isn't it? Finding is clearly the brand.
Is it the brand?
Not anymore,
And
because they
Finding
changed it.
only became the brand when they made the sequel. So now it seems that the brand of The Incredibles is the word Incredibles.
Which it is, I would agree with.
Yes, yeah. So you want the second film to be called The Incredibles because that's the brand.
I want the second one to be called The Incredibles 2. It's like the...
Well, it's close. It's called
like short...
Incredibles 2.
I know, but it should be like The Incredibles 2.
Actually, they're the family... Is that the name? They're not... No, that's not their family name, is it? They're not like Mr. and Mrs. Incredible, because she's Elastigirl.
Nah.
If it was like a family thing, like the Joneses, I'd say maybe that it's needed.
Well, he's called Mr. Incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
the surname's Parr.
Which is, I mean, she's the main character in, I'd say, the second movie, so why is he getting... It should have been called Elastigirl. You could add the, and that could be the brand bit.
It wouldn't be the... I think
The
that's...
Incredibles.
Somebody's
the
probably
Elastigirl.
trademarked that like 100 years ago.
Elastigirl.
No.
Somebody definitely has trademarked it, and I suspect it's a porno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elastigirl. So, yeah, this film... What's this film about?
The Fantastic... The Incredibles. That was a mistake.
Yeah.
I was thinking about a stretchy person.
Darren's made some leaps and connected the films Fantastic Four.
It's not that much of a leap, is it?
Yeah.
To see the Fantastic
Alright.
Four comparisons with The Incredibles.
Mr. Incredible is strong.
Like The Thing. From
Like
The
The Thing.
Incredibles. From the Fantastic Four.
Oh my god.
Not The Thing from The Thing.
Okay, so the mum, Mrs. Elastigirl, is stretchy.
Like Reed Richards or
Yeah.
Mr. Fantastic. I mean, they're even called Mr. Incredible, Mr. Fantastic.
Violet is she's got the power of invisibility and
Like Sue
force
Storm.
fields.
Like Sue Storm.
And Dash has got the power of speed.
Like most of the audiences of the Fantastic Four films. Running away from the shit that is being
Well,
shown.
to be fair. And then the baby Jack is he's a polymorph.
Yes,
He's
correct.
got lots of powers.
Like 3 of the Fantastic Four members, 4 of the Fantastic Four. Collectively, they have 4 powers.
Isn't that what?
That's lots of powers.
In
like
fact,
Jack.
Isn't that what happened in the Silver Surfer? They combined all their powers.
Yeah.
Because of like ethereal
What
changes.
I think Incredibles came before... Sorry, The Incredibles came before Fantastic Four 2. Or as it was actually called, I think it was called 4-2 Silver Surfer or something. There was like some weird fuck up with the title.
Yeah. It's Fantastic Four 2.
Fantastic 2-4. So I don't know, the
Yeah.
title was all screwed up on the BBFC thing.
Anyway,
So The Incredibles 2 is about... it takes place 1 second after The Incredibles, in which the Mole Man from the Fantastic Four has turned up.
well, that's kind of true.
That is definitely true.
It doesn't really.
What?
It's set like a day or two after because
I thought it was set like a minute later.
the bit that we see at the start is like a flashback.
Right.
So technically,
No,
it's not set.
Well, it still
It's
begins
set a couple
minute
of days. The film begins in a flashback,
and then it cuts to...
Yeah, but that's the present. So we're looking at the past. When
No,
they
it just
open-
starts and then it moves forward in time.
No, it doesn't.
It's only a flashback if it starts modern
But it is
day,
a flashback.
then flashes back, then comes to modern day. If it
No,
just
it's not.
starts
No, it's
1
not.
minute, how is it
How is
not?
that true? Because
Because it's not a flashback. It's just the opening is taking place in 2004 or whenever this movie is actually set, like fucking 60s or
yeah,
whatever.
it's weird. It's a weird timeless thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I quite like that.
Yeah.
How is it a flashback?
'Cause it's
Rather
a
than just
flashback.
taking place right after.
Because Tony,
Who's Tony?
the lad that Violet likes, is talking to the guy who wipes his memory.
Right.
This is all in the opening, so there's no spoilers.
Yeah, so it
And he's talking
takes
him
place
through
a
what
minute
happened.
later,
Yeah.
and then it cuts to that guy saying what's happened.
It doesn't take place a minute later because it takes place.
Is the first thing you see...
A flashback?
No,
Yes.
no, it's the first thing you see Tony
That's
talking
the
about
answer?
it, or the actual like devastation and attack and whatnot.
I'm pretty sure you'll find there's a voiceover, like a narration from Tony.
Well, then by your logic,
Explaining.
the entirety of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is a flashback, with the exception of the last minute. But the film still starts.
No, because I think the denouement if that's the right pronunciation,
Yeah.
has different rules.
It's pronounced Dermot. Was he interviewed as well?
Oh, you want.
Yeah.
No, no, I think they have different rules because
you're making them up as you go along.
I'm hoping they have different rules.
I don't think it's out of order to suggest that The Incredibles 2 starts a minute after The Incredibles ends.
Well, I do, because I think it's like a day or two after.
Well, then why isn't the Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, the whole movie, a flashback on? Really hated the 90 minutes of flashback. Just get on with the modern day stuff, will you? I want to know what's going on. So much flashback.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just being narrated by
so
somebody.
was 300.
Well, that is a flashback. Absolutely correct there. No, you're right, yeah. Absolutely. By your logic, 300 is entirely a flashback.
It is.
But
That's the entire plot of the film. And the reason... Hang on a second. The reason why 300 works so well and how...
hang on. Hang on.
300
doesn't work well
because it's
at
being
all.
retold by a one-eyed man.
Why is how many eyes has he got to do with it?
Well, the point is...
It's been told by a one-eyed man.
Hang on. Do you remember the fact that...
two-eyed man could probably tell it even better than... He could tell it with dimensions.
He could probably tell it with accuracy, because... Do you remember in the film... In the flashback, there's all these mad like rhinos and stuff, and it's all magic and whatever. This is him remembering
so are you
it.
Saying,
Hang on,
are you saying that the entirety of the opening of Incredibles 2 can't be considered reliable because you think that Tony might have made shit up?
Technically, yes, because it is a flashback.
So are you now accusing Tony being the unreliable narrator of the Incredibles opening?
Only for the opening, yeah.
But even if it's it's a flashback, which I suppose that's up for debate, clearly. Even if you can still say the film starts a minute after the last one ends, because what you see is the end of the last movie happening. So that film is starting, whether it is flashback or not, as proven by the Kiss Kiss Bang Bang precedent we just set. The entire movie still starts where it does, whether or not it's a flashback.
I'm undecided.
Well, so am I, but I agree with myself. And I know I disagree with whatever it is that you're saying.
Do you understand my point about 300?
Yeah, of course I understand your point about 300.
And the fact that the rhinos
it's all surreal and stuff because it's been told from a certain point of view.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I then started saying that you were calling Tony an unreliable narrator, because I agree. I understood your point about 300.
Although I think there's less details to forget for Tony. Just the fact that there was chaos.
Are you kidding me? The amount of he must have been in shock. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. So of course he's making.
And the fact that he's just seen Violet without a mask.
Actually. You see so many things. It's why it's a Saving Private fucking Ryan.
I know, there's lots
you
of
see so many things that Tony wouldn't have seen. So I don't think we consider that opening a flashback.
No, hang on a sec. So the rest...
And also that would make the entirety of Saving Private Ryan a flashback, even though...
Oh yeah, well it is, isn't it? It's a
well,
memory.
How can it be? Because we see that old man turns into Matt Damon, and most of it is following Tom Hanks, which Matt Damon would have no knowledge of. So in the case of Saving Private Ryan, if that's a flashback, it's actually the fever dream of a fucking Alzheimer's patient or something.
Probably got dementia, yeah.
But that's a different film entirely. The opening of The Incredibles can't possibly be a flashback because we see footage that Tony wouldn't have seen.
Okay, alright, I'll tell you what, it's more like 300 than it is Saving Private Ryan, because it's a retelling. He's explaining the situation.
So how does Tony know what Mr. Incredible did in the tank? Because he didn't see any of that.
No, he probably heard about it afterwards in the news.
Why are we seeing his version of what he heard on the news? Why are you assuming that as opposed to just...
Brad Bird.
We just heard everything and then they cut to a few days later by having it framed by an interview? Why could that not be the case? Why are you suggesting we... no. This film begins 1 minute after the last film ended.
Okay, right, we've got 2 minutes to go. Oh, a minute and a half. So, what happens in the film? After the flashback?
Yeah.
There's things that go on.
I've come to the conclusion there was no flashback.
Right, we need to watch it again.
That's fine. I'm happy to do that. It was an alright film. It was a good film.
It was a good film?
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it.
I did enjoy it, yeah.
I'd say it's on par.
Why is that funny?
Because their surname is Parr.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Did you say that before?
Yeah.
Well, I completely ignored
it. Yeah,
How
you
do you
just
know
blanked it, yeah. Because that's just the surname.
Did Tony tell you? Because if he did, apparently he makes a lot of shit up.
Yeah.
Because everything that happens to the characters in this movie is as a result of what happened in that opening scene.
No, it's not everything. It's a result, yeah, but I mean...
But we're now saying that scene is not necessarily... But how would Tony know that? How would Tony know it's factual?
I'm not saying... I mean, it's a kid's film, so you got to let some, artistic license go.
My artistic license was just not getting hung up on the interview thing that you apparently have.
Well, was it? It was an interview, wasn't it? It was like
after the fact.
It's a witness statement to see what he experienced.
Yeah, not what he fucking hypothesizes. Oh, I think that once in time, the tank Mr. Incredible would have done this and she would have done that. Not interested, Tony.
Elastigirl would have helped him at this point by pushing over the thing.
And by sheer coincidence, he was completely right. Or at least we're going to legislate based on Tony's interpretation.
Maybe he's a super, and he's
and
like
it's
psychic
pure
or whatever.
psychic.
Yeah.
So it's a bit fucking harsh to then erase his memory.
Imagine
which is what happens. Well, he clearly knows too much all the time.
You're in a constant loop.
Yeah, you erase his memory 3 seconds later, he knows it again.
Yeah.
Because psychic, you just read it off your mind. And also you erase my mind, well, we're going to have to erase your fucking mind again. So no, we can't possibly be psychic because he'd know it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the first minute of the film. Let's get on with the next.
Too late. We're out of time. Okay. Well, the film's really good. It involves things like,
read the blog. I wrote a blog on it.
Yeah. Read the blog. See ya.
Bye.